The leading cause of injury in old men is them thinking they're still young men. This meme recently popped up on my Facebook feed, and man, can I identify. Because of bad hamstrings and knees, I gave up on playing any sport that required running years ago. Nowadays, cleaning up the yard after a storm reminds me that 30 was, well, 30 years ago. Sometimes the reminder is unkind, and only after a lot of Aleve, ibuprofen, and rest can I go back to thinking I'm still a young man. Sometimes it seems the last thing a man loses is his ego. Today's Sunday Struggles on Morning Minutes in the Bible turns to Psalm 16 and David's song of trust and recognition. The song is, in part, a recognition of the limitations of life without God. He began with a strong request. Preserve me, O God, for I take refuge in you. Verse 1. Some versions say, keep me safe. Others say, protect. The fact David would call on God for protection and salvation is fitting, since he was constantly in danger, as is the fact that he would take refuge, put his trust in God. Later, David said, because he is at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Verse 8. Some versions say moved. No one knows when David wrote Psalm 16 because he learned to lean on the Lord as a young man. But I tend to think it was as he got older and, even though well established as king, came to a renewed understanding of God as his protector and savior. 2 Samuel 21 records a time when David was reminded that his fighting days were over. He led the army in battle against the Philistines, and verse 15 says, David grew weary. When a mighty warrior sought to kill him, another soldier had to step in and save him. It could not have been easy to accept, but just as he had learned to lean on the Lord as a youth, David had to learn to lean on his soldiers as an older man. Verse 17 says his men made it clear, you shall not go out again with us to battle, so that you do not extinguish the lamp of Israel. David's importance and value to the nation went well beyond his diminished prowess as a warrior. David listened and lived to a ripe old age. Learning to lean on the Lord is easy to say, but hard to do. It requires faith in Him instead of ourselves, and that's our struggle. Even in our upper years, we still think our importance is in physical prowess and strength. Remembering our youthful glory, we think we've got this, that life is under our control. Until things like tornadoes and old age remind us we don't, and it's not. Young or old, we must learn to trust in Him to live for the land where we never grow old. Thank you for watching Sunday Struggles on Morning Minutes in the Bible. Until next time, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.